All right, feet flat on the floor, everyone. Go ahead and sit towards the front of your chair. Elongate your spine. And then soften your hands right on your thighs. And then let's take a couple cleansing breaths. Big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And repeat, big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And then go ahead and soften the chin towards your chest and soften your eyes. We'll go ahead and set an intention for our practice. And then we'll open our eyes, lifting up your head. Let's go ahead and drop both hands to the side. Let's shake out our hands. And then on your next inhale breath, let's lift those arms up overhead. And then exhale, we're gonna lower all the way back down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up just the right arm. And then exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift up that left arm. And exhale, lower it down. Let's go ahead and plant the hands on the thighs once again. And then on your inhale breath, press the chest forward, take your chin up. Pause for a breath. And then on your next exhale, we're gonna roll the chin towards the chest, arching the back, pausing for a breath. So go ahead and press the chest forward, chin goes up. And then rounding your back, chin towards the chest. We'll do 2 more rounds of this. Press the chest forward, chin goes up. Go nice and slow here. And round your back. And one more time, press the chest forward, chin goes up. And one more round. Rounding the back. Let's go ahead and press into a neutral position. I want you to stretch the legs out in front of you. And if it's comfortable, have the heels down and the toes up. And then I want you to stretch your arms up in the air. Nice long stretch. Stretching your legs, stretching your back, stretching your arms. And we're going to move a little bit side to side. Nice little easy movement. And then we'll pause and plant the hands down and slide the feet in. I want you to take your right arm and just hook it on the back of your chair and just open the shoulder. You know, stay facing forward. It's just an easy little shoulder opener. And then we'll bring that right arm back around. I'm going to do the same with the left. Just ease it back. And then take your gaze forward. And then we'll bring that back in. Let's stretch out just the right leg. And plant the left hand on your thigh. Let's just go ahead and lift up the leg. Easy stretch to the quad. And then go ahead and soften down and slide the foot in. And stretch out the left. Heel down. And gently lift it up. An easy stretch. You don't have to lift it high. And then soften down. Slide that foot in. Let's go ahead and grab one of your weights. And then depending on what you have, is how you're gonna hold it. But if you have a weight, hold on to the top of it. If you have a can, hold on to the sides. We're gonna bring it right to the center. And then we're gonna gently lift up, just a little bit above your head. And then we're gonna lower it all the way down, all the way to our lap. Lifting up once again, take your time. So a little bit above your head. You don't need the arms to go straight. And then bring it back to your lap. And then we're gonna take and turn. So if you have a weight, have it turned out, have a can or a bottle, hold on to the sides. And then I want you to take and bring it all the way in towards you. Elbows are gonna go out. And then we're gonna press forward, straightening out the arms. You're gonna feel that in your shoulders. And then bring it back in towards the chest. And then we'll stretch it out once again. We'll bring it back in and soften it down. And then we're gonna hold it just with the right hand. Have it on the side of your chair. And we're gonna go in almost a hammer position. So we're gonna lift right up, bending at the elbow only. Keeping the arm kind of close to the body, and then we're gonna lower it back down. And be very deliberate with that. Lift it back up. And then lower it back down. Let's go ahead and switch over to the left side. Holding on and bring it right next to the body. And then we're gonna start to lift up first. And then lower it down. And lifting it back up. And lower down. Switching hands once again. Sitting up nice and strong in the chair. Depending on how heavy your weight is, I want you to be mindful here. We're going to take it to the side, but if your weight is heavy, I want you to not force your shoulder up. So we're going to gently lift it to the side. Pause. Now you guys got this. And go ahead and lower down. I'm the one over here talking about, oh, if your weight is heavy, I think it's heavy for me. Let's go ahead and do the right arm once again. Take it to the side. And soften down. Let's switch sides, going over to the left. Arms just nice and gentle. Let's go ahead and lift the arm up. And soften. And lift. And soften. Let's go ahead and put the weight to the side. And then I want you to, hopefully you're still sitting forward in your chair. If not, sit a little bit forward. And then I want you to plant the feet down.
Kelly?
Yep.
I do have a question about that last procedure. What is the maximum weight we can have when we do that gentle arm lift? Or
I would suggest not going heavier than 5 pounds.
5, okay.
John, I can let you go up to 8. Cause boys. But yeah, 5 is the heaviest. With that side, you have to be really mindful. If you have a 1 or even 3 pound is perfect. And if you don't have a weight, just using a water bottle, those are good. Just because you don't want to use too much weight, because I don't want to cause any shoulder pain or any rotator cuff pain. So, but it's helping and strengthening this part of your shoulder.
Thank you.
All right, feet flat. And let's open them up about shoulder width apart. And then we're gonna lean forward, keeping your bottom on the chair. Bring your hands to your thighs as the elbows come out, and we're gonna fold halfway. Now this is a release for your back. Pausing here, and then I want you to turn your head to the right. Your weight in your feet you should feel this in all 4 corners of your feet. And then go ahead and turn your gaze down and turn the head to the left. And then go ahead and relax at neutral, and then soften your hands down if that's comfortable. If not, keep them on your thighs. Let's take and lift up the right arm. You don't have to lift it high. And then we'll soften it right back and lift the left. And soften it right back. We're going to rise halfway again. Hands go to the thighs, elbows go out to the side. It goes to the right. Gaze goes down, head goes to the left. And gaze goes down, and we'll slowly press up into a nice tall seat. Bring the feet in. Then I want you to be nice and balanced in your feet because we're going to lift up out of our chairs. We're going to bring the arms forward first and press into our heels and rise up, lifting those arms straight up in the air. Really reach, 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 reach. And then bring the hands to namaste and bring them to your heart. Let's take a twist to the right. Keep the left hand at the chest and open up the right arm, reaching back. And then bringing your hand back to namaste, twist back to the front. Twisting to the left. Keep the right hand at the heart, left arm goes back, reach, reach, reach. Bring it back in and twist to the front. Inhale breath, we're gonna sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, we're gonna lower halfway, rotate those arms around, give your shoulders a squeeze. And then I want you to rock your hips here a little bit side to side so that your legs are completely stiff. And then go ahead and pause, release those arms and sweep them up overhead. This time we're gonna connect the hands together and press up. First balance posture, walk your feet in slightly so that there's probably about 4 to 6 inches between your feet, and then lift the heels up off your mat. Pressing the hands up, getting that compression out of the back and balancing. Soften the heels down. Bring the arms forward. We're gonna rotate the hands back, and then we're gonna plant them right at our low back. Fingertips are gonna be facing down. Elbows are out to the side. Balancing your feet. We're gonna fold part of the way, so just a little less than halfway. Shifting your weight into your heels. So I want you to get that good stretch in your hamstrings. Nice release for your low back. And then slowly rise back up. And then we're gonna repeat that once again. Slowly fold forward, keeping those hands in place. Shifting your weight to your heels, getting that good hamstring stretch. And rising back up. And release your hands. Okay, so Vanderpump Short, it's dark at your house. That's not Kathy. That's him. It's just like, I'm like looking and it's a little dark in the background. I'm just like, Kathy looks really different. So I'm sorry, I'm down here to get close to the iPad. Oh, that's really funny. Okay. Hence why Kathy looks different today. Okay. Let's get back into a bound pose. Bring the hands down to the side. Let's take a cleansing breath. And then inhale, lift up once again. Exhale, we're gonna float halfway down. This time, grab opposite elbows and I want you to hang in ragdoll. Shift your weight once again into your heels so you can get that good stretch at the back of the legs. Then you can help swing the arms front to back. You can take them side to side, up to you. And then release those arms. We'll lift them up overhead, rise, grab that right wrist, pull up nice and strong. And let's rock to the right side. And come back to center, making your way to the left, giving you a nice side body stretch here. And then come back to center. We're gonna grab the left wrist this time, pull up nice and strong. We're gonna rock to the left first. And come back to center, making your way to the right. And come back to center, release your wrist and soften down. All right, let us go into a wide leg position. Feet are facing forward. And then I want you to just kind of rock the hips here and just kind of shake everything out. Have a nice little easy bend to the knees. And then bring your hands to your waist once again. Shift your weight to your heels and fold. Halfway, let the elbows come out. Turning your head towards the right. And then bringing your gaze down, transitioning to the left. And bring your gaze down. Release your arms, and then we're gonna let them swing here. Front to back. And then slow it down, and we're gonna go side to side. And then slow it down. And we're gonna slowly rise up, legs stay out wide, arms go up for our star pose. Let your fingers be nice and wide. We're gonna have the energy go from our fingers down, our arms through our legs to our feet, and then shooting back up our body, really reaching. And then I want you to bend your knees. And then I want you to really stretch up, really activating the core now. And then we're going to soften the arms first, and we're going to step in, and we're going to shake everything out. All right, bringing the hands to the waist once again. I want you to take a step forward and land right on the ball of the foot. The heel of the right leg is up. So the left leg has to be nice and strong. And we're going to shift our weight and come forward, lifting up the back heel now. Now this is the balance part, really getting a stretch in your legs. And then we're going to soften the back heel down first, and we'll step back in. We're going to do the left side. So big step forward with that left, landing on the ball of your foot. Right leg's nice and strong here. Then shifting the weight to lift up that back heel. It's a tricky balance. Take your time. Go ahead and soften the heel and step back in. Go ahead and relax your arms and shake them out. Let's go ahead and lift up our right leg. The knee is coming forward. And then I want you to take and flex the foot, press the heel down. And then soften your foot. And then we'll relax down. Shifting your weight to your right leg, lift up that left leg. Knee is going forward. And then go ahead and press the heel down. And then relax the foot and soften. Hands back to the waist. Shifting over to your left leg and lift the right leg to the side. And then pulse it twice. And then pause. And soften. Shifting to the right, lift up the left. We'll take it to the side. And pulse it twice. And pause. And soften. Shake out your legs. Shifting to the left, lift your right leg up. This time, let's activate the glutes and press that heel back. Come back to neutral and soften. Shifting to the right, lift up the left. Press the heel back. Again, activating your glutes. And then soften down. Relax your arms, shake out your legs. All right, we're gonna lift up that right leg and have the knee pointed down. And I'm actually cheating, which is pretty funny. I rested the top of my foot on my chair. Don't do that. And then go ahead and soften. And I have to move up because when I lifted, it just landed on the chair. Go ahead and lift up that left leg. Knee pointing down. I have to say, that's a good little cheat. And then go ahead and soften and shake out your legs. Let's go forward once again with our lift. Bring your right hand in. Let's open up the hip. And then bring the leg back in and soften down. Let's lift up the left. Hand comes to the inside. Press it open. And rotate it back in and soften down. Shake out your legs. Let's cross the right leg over the front. right leg over the left leg, sorry. Bring your hands to your, actually don't bring your hands to your heart. I want you to shift your pelvis forward first. Then bring your hands to your heart, and then we're gonna fold. And right when you feel the stretch in the back of your leg, I want you to pause. So I want you to get that really good stretch for your hamstrings, another back release, but also balancing here. Just a couple more breaths and we'll rise. Release your hands and uncross. We're gonna do the opposite side, so we're gonna cross the left leg over the right. And again, shifting, because I naturally go at an angle. I don't know about you guys, so you have to shift the pelvis forward to get the balance part of this. Bring the hands to the heart, and then we'll fold. And slowly rise up. Release your hands and uncross. Shake out your legs. Lift both arms up overhead once again, and then I want you to shoot up on your tiptoes, pressing your hands up, lifting the heels. The balance might feel a little easier this time because we're really warmed up. Go ahead and press the heels down, and then release your hands. I'm gonna sweep the right arm straight up in the air, and then lift up the left leg. So we're going into this balance a little differently today. Soften your arm and soften your foot. Shake it out. Lift up that left arm, really reaching, and then lift up the right leg. And soften down. Shake out your legs. Let's lift the right arm up. Plant the left hand right at your thigh. And then we're going to go into a side stretch. So slide that left hand down the leg as the right arm goes overhead. And slide back up. Release your right arm. Left side, left arm goes up. Slide that right hand down your leg as your left arm goes overhead. And coming back to neutral and release down. We'll do a few more balance postures before we sit back down. I want you to, I'm going to turn my chair. I want you to go to the back of your chair. The weights. All right. So holding on to the back of your chair, arms are nice and straight. Now I want you to walk back so that you can get a little more space. And then we're gonna lift up the back leg and pause here. This is a modified warrior 3. Wall construction here. Nice strong left leg. And then soften. And then walk back into your chair. Take a nice cleansing breath. Then we'll walk back slightly again. Holding onto the chair, we're going to lift up that left leg. This is our modified warrior 3. And then we're going to soften down. And then walk back in. So you can turn your chair back around or come back to the front of your chair. Actually, you know what? Stay on the back of your chair because I want to do a little leg lift with the side of the leg. So holding on, straight arm, go ahead and lift up that right leg straight to the side. So it's the same thing what we do without the chair, but I'm hoping that with the chair you can lift it higher and then press it back, activating your glutes. Some teenagers over there can lift that leg super high. I see that. Go ahead and soften, and then we'll switch sides. And then we'll lift up the left leg and then press the heel back. Activate your glutes. Holding onto the chair so you can lift the leg a little higher. And then soften down. And now we can go back to the front and shake everything out. We'll do a couple more balance postures before we sit down. I want you to take and cross the right, step the right foot in front of the left. Square your hips. Hands to the heart. Fold. neutral, release the hands down to the side. Feet are staying in place. Keep your weight right in the center, cleansing breath. And then soften your hands and step back. This time the left foot goes to the front. So I want to have maybe less than a half an inch between your big toe and your heel. So this is forcing you to balance. Shifting your weight to the front. Hands come to the heart. Both feet are flat. Opening forward. Noticing your quads in your left, hamstrings in your right. Activate. And then rise back up. Hands come down to the side. Force engaged. And then go ahead and soften and shake it all up. All right, let's go in front of our chairs. So I want you to get so that you're touching the chair, but you're not sitting yet. No, 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 no. I just want the chair there for security. Let's sweep those arms forward. And then go into chair pose. I want you to almost sit. So that's how low you're gonna get. That's it, but we're not sitting. And then stretch back up. And then once again, chair pose. Go almost to sitting where your thighs are grazing the seat, but not quite there. I know. Straighten. And then one more time, chair pose. This time, bring your hands to your heart, but don't sit yet. Let's twist to the right. And come back to center. Twist to the left. And back to center. Sweep those arms forward. And then guide yourself into your chair. Lift up those legs. Reach, 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 reach. And soften down. Nice, everyone. Let's go ahead and scoot up to the front. We're going to stretch out the right leg. Toes up, heel down. Left hand can rest on the left thigh or just on the side. We're going to lift the right arm up and fold forward towards our feet. Go as deep into this as you need to or want to. Like my back hurts, so this is as far as I'm going. So I want you to honor your body and see where you are. Lift that arm back up. And soften and slide the right foot in. We're going to do the left side. Left leg goes up. Heel down, toes up. I'm kind of squished, so if you're squished too, make sure you elongate the spine first. Everything is nice and straight. Lift that left arm up and float down towards your feet. And lift back up. And then soften the arm, slide the foot in. Let's go ahead and scoot back in our chair. You can sit all the way back if that's comfortable, but I want you to make sure that you don't just squish down. You want to keep everything nice and straight, even though you have the back of the chair. Go ahead and cross the right ankle just above the left knee. We're going to do a little hip work. Bring your right hand to the inside of your thigh and gently press open. And we're going to just pause here. Let your breathing be nice and easy. And then go ahead and we'll uncross and we'll switch sides. Left foot right above the knee. And then we'll gently press the thigh open. And then we'll uncross and soften. This time we're going to cross the right ankle over the left, but I want you to pull it a little bit higher. Be mindful of your knee. Have it at an angle. And then we're going to make our way into a seated pigeon by lifting up that left leg. The left leg stays straight, right leg folded. Now let's make some easy circles with the ankles. Wiggle the toes if it feels good. Go ahead and pause. And then slowly soften that left foot, relax your right. Switching sides once again. Crossing that left foot over the right and then pull it up a little bit higher and then stretch out your right leg. And then once again, you can make some circles if that feels good for you. If not, hold the foot in a neutral position. And we'll pause. Go ahead and soften the foot. And then we'll uncross. Scoot up to the front of your chair once again, making sure your bottom is on, but most of your thighs are off. You're gonna cross again. And this time I want you to shift your pelvis forward. Now you're gonna feel that in your back as well as your head. And then we're gonna go ahead and soften, relaxing the right foot down. Let's do the left. We're crossing just right above the knee. Hands are holding onto the front of your left leg, and you shift that pelvis forward and you fold slightly. And as you do that, that's when you get the stretch. And then go ahead and soften. And then uncross. You can shake it out. Let's take and bring the right arm onto the back of the chair, rest the left hand on the left thigh. And then I want you to take a twist and look all the way over that right shoulder. And then bring your gaze back forward and bring that right arm around. Left side, left arm goes back. Then we'll take a twist looking over the left shoulder. Feet are flat on the ground. Bring your gaze back forward, bring your arm around. Then I want you to roll the shoulders back a couple times. And then pause and roll them forward. And then drop the shoulders away from the ears, bring the hands to the side, and we're gonna bend at the elbows, bring the hands up, and then we're gonna open into a cactus position. And then we're gonna press the elbows back, squeezing our shoulder blades together. Now we're gonna bring those elbows forward, bring the hands forward. And then we're gonna wave the hands back and forth. Keeping the elbows up, pause, open and close your fingers. And then open once again. Elbows go out. And then take them back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Bring the arms forward and then soften. Let's drop our head towards our right shoulder. Then I want you to take your right hand and bring it to the top of your head and gently pull it a little bit closer to your shoulder. Be very gentle here. Don't force it. And then bring your head back to neutral and soften your hand down. Then left hand, your head goes towards your left shoulder. Your left hand goes to your left shoulder. Bring your hand to the top, left hand to the top. Gently pull just a little bit closer to the shoulder, getting just a deeper stretch in the side of the neck. And then release your hand back to neutral. Just drop the chin towards the chest. Now getting that nice stretch for the back of the neck. And then bring your head back to a neutral position. Let's go ahead and bring the hands down to the side. I want you to shake your hands out first. And then we're going to lift the arms up overhead. Let's go ahead and connect the hands and press straight up. Let's get some more compression out of the back. Don't hold your breath here. Make sure you're breathing. Bring those arms forward. Let's open. And flip and lift. Connect again. Pressing straight up. This time a nice little easy rock to the right. Back to center. Going to the left. And back to center. Release the hands. And then we'll scoot back in our chairs once again. This time I want you to relax your hands on your legs, and we're going to lift both legs straight up in the air. We're going to pause here. If you can, relax the hands, just let them be easy. Let your core hold the legs in place. And then we're going to softly bend that right leg down, keep the left up, and then we'll lift it back up, and then we'll switch. And lift it back up, and switch, and lift, and switch, and lift and pause. Just lift both arms up, really reaching, open and close the fingers. Let's make a fist and make some circles with our wrists. And reversing. Release your thumb, make circles with the thumb. And reversing. And then soften the hands down. We're gonna hold the legs, yes, a couple more breaths, we're almost there. And then go ahead and soften your feet. I want you to lift the heels up. Get a good stretch for the tops of the foot. And then we're going to soften our feet, soften our arms, let everything be nice and easy. And then dropping your chin towards your chest, closing your eyes, and give yourselves a few moments of quiet Shavasana. And we'll go ahead and bring awareness back. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Easy circles with your wrists and your ankles. And then go ahead and open your eyes and stretch those arms up. Wonderful. Last full stretch. Then we're going to soften our arms. Let's take a couple circles with the neck. And then reversing the direction. Nice full circles here. And then pause with your chin at your chest and bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys. Happy Tuesday.